Hey, what's up? Here's a quick look at the PWAs, a new feature in the Builder Studio. There's a lesson and more content on how to get into the details of this. This will be just kind of an overview to show you what it is. But what it is progressive web apps or PWAs are treated as actual apps on your phone, but you don't install them through the App Store. And you can make any website or web app into a PWA. And previously, you could do that in Builder, but you had to really kind of bend Builder and know what you're doing. As of now, anyone can do that through an easy interface inside the studio. So you can turn any project, even if you created it before, into a PWA now, and you'll have it installable with an icon and all the rest of that stuff on people's devices. As I mentioned, you can turn any new or existing project into a PWA. And so to do that, it's kind of a one-time thing. You're in your project, you come up to the publish menu, and there's a new option now for set up progressive web app. When you do that, it's going to pop open a box that explains a little bit about what a PWA is, and you can get more information. But the important parts are here, the web manifest file and the service worker file. And then I'll talk about a third thing called install prompt flow. That's not required to be a PWA. These first two are, but install prompt flow will help you out. So the web manifest, if we jump right in, basically a settings file for your app. So it's going to specify things like the app name, the icons, the splash screens, that kind of thing. So in here, there's a few required fields. So you need that. You need an icon for 192. Let's see if I have a quick one. Yep. Yep. Good. Okay. As well set both since I'm in here. And you'll notice as you're setting this stuff. So if I just add a theme color here, we're going to create splash screen images for you because right now there's 31 of these and there may be more in the future, and Apple kind of requires you to do them all. So we do that automatically for you. The rest of the stuff is optional, but you want to fill it out. So anyway, these are your app settings. Just like the Chrome extension where you're setting a few settings for your extension. These are specific to your app. You set them how you want. When you're ready, you click create manifest file. And what that's going to do, it's going to create an actual manifest JSON file and put it into your project. And then it's going to also create a few other page headers. And then as it's doing now, it's going to create those actual splash screen images and then link them up. So now it says manifest is up to date. You can see there's a check mark here. And then the service worker is a similar process. But for now, our service workers, you're just selecting which pages in your app you want to cache for offline use. So service worker and some of that caching is required to be a PWA. And for now, that's what we're allowing you to do. You just select the pages and you click create service worker. But in the future, we're going to add more into this section for things like push notifications, background processes. This is an app, on a phone. So this can be running in the background, things like that. So this will get built out. But for now, that's basically the minimum requirement to be a PWA. So at this stage, your app is a PWA now, and people can install it on their devices based on your settings in this manifest file. So it's pretty cool. It's that easy generally. The rest of the app that you're building, just to mention, you just build it responsive, or you just build it if you want for a phone screen size, but the rest of the app is what it is on the web. It's going to function exactly the same, but when you make it a PWA, it's going to be full screen with no URL bar or back buttons or stuff like that. It's going to look like an app. And it's also going to be, on home screens or in that dock that slides when you switch apps, all that stuff. The last thing I'll just touch on really quickly is we have a section here called install prompt flow. And this is just an opportunity. You could also make this yourself if you wanted in your app manually, but this is an easier way to come in and just select a page in your app and then select a flow on that page to run. If someone browses to it on a device where it can be installed, but they haven't installed it. So if they come to your site and they're on mobile, web browser, iOS, Safari, they can install it as a mobile app. So in this case, it would run this flow, and that flow might pop up a banner that says, hey, did you know you can install this as an app? So that's not required again, but you can use it to your advantage in real world scenario. It really helps to be able to tell people, hey, you can install this, because it's not a normal process where they're going through the app store. So I think that's it for the release notes version of this. But like I said, more content is coming out, so watch out for that. And yeah, I can't wait to see what apps people build.